It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and become a proud members American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of the ACA 12 Days of Christmas. So far, we've had 3 winners, and they've gotten some great prize packages from B&M, from Tackle Bandit, and from Meat Hunter Rods, the new Boss Hog rod that Charlie introduced. Today, we've got somebody special with us as well. If you're not an ACA member, get on over to jointheaca.com. Become a member. Help us make a difference. Help us bring the catfishing community together. You get registered. You get your membership today. You're on the list tomorrow. So you'll have a chance to win some of these great prizes as well. Also, for 2022, if you're a member of the ACA, you have a chance to win a new Sea Arc boat. That's right. This year, you had to fish some of the ACA Tournament Alliance events. And every time you fished one, your name went in the hat to win this new Sea Arc boat. For 2022, just being a member of the ACA, you're going to have a chance to win that boat as well. Every time you fish one of the great ACA Tournament Alliance events, your name goes in the hat. And every time you fish, that you have an added chance to it to win that boat. So it's a great boat. Sea Arc does a terrific job for us. And, you're going to want something to hold that boat in place, right? You go fishing, you may, find a great spot. You're going to want to throw an anchor. So guess what? John Orr from Cat River Anchors. John, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Glenn?
Oh, terrific. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and everybody watching. We hope you have a good Christmas and a good holiday.
Thank you for that. John, you're up in the Dakotas. Is it North Dakota or South Dakota?
No, we're actually in South Dakota.
You're in South Dakota.
Yeah, it's getting cold here, Glenn. It's probably a little colder than Florida is.
Yeah, well, brother, I did my time in Western New York. I dealt with snow, this high until, I always kid. I mean, Buffalo's a wonderful, wonderful place. The problem is it's got 2 seasons, winter and the 4th of July.
There you go.
So John, how long have you been at this? What gave you the idea to start building anchors?
Well, I guess how Cat River Anchors has been around about 10 years. We bought it from a family out in Iowa. Christy and I bought it about 2.5 years ago. And it's just been something we took, and it was a great anchor and a great product. And it's just been a fun ride for us, and we've just been pushing it out there as much as we can.
Well, you certainly have done a great job with it. I mean, I remember we met, I think it was 2 years ago or so at the Catfish Conference.
Yep.
And you had all your anchors lined up, and you were ready to party. And you've done such a great job since then. We see Cat River Anchors at every event, and you also fish so many of the events as well.
I donate to the tournaments more than no. We do it around and travel all over. We've met a lot of great people. We've been over the last 2 years. We've been to several big events, and we don't always compete real well, but man, we're out there trying. Me and Christy.
Hey, that's terrific. It's always good. It's always good to see you. So, how many different model anchors do you have, John?
Well, we've got 3 different weights. We actually got a 10-pound, a 16-pound, and a 20-pound. And then in the 16 and the 20-pound, we have a HD and a standard. And what the HD is a new one this year. It's reinforced flukes. We've got something for everybody. And then we actually have a stowable anchor also, and that's available in 16 and 20 pound also.
So for, let's say, a typical the ACA giveaway boat this year, the Protege 20-footer, what size anchor would you recommend for that?
Something like that, Glenn. I run a 20-foot boat myself, but a 20-pound, and it would just be personal preference whether somebody would want the original or the HD. I fish a lot of rocks and stuff at home here, so I prefer the HD myself, but the original design is by far one of our best sellers. And what that does is them flukes are made to flex a little bit, and it's kind of like a secondary release system. I mean, the flukes,
Okay.
sometimes they come up bent, but that's how they was designed to do, and you can straighten them right out.
John, I noticed that your anchor's a little bit different. The configuration of the anchor, and I've seen this on a few other anchors, but most anchors you have that clasp on the very top. Your chain goes down to the bottom, and then you have, like, what is it, a zip tie that the chain is connected to the shaft of the anchor?
Yeah, I'll kind of show you. I'll give you a little how our anchors are designed. I don't know, can you see the anchor? So what we've got,
Yep.
when we're building our anchors, you'll notice we have different size flukes. And the logic behind that is the heavier flukes will fall down. So anytime we can increase the odds of getting them heavier flukes down and increase the odds of that chain ending up, we got a better retrieval rate. And that's why we have such a good retrieval rate. Just certain little design, like I said, the heavy flukes and the light flukes. Heavy side falls down. If that thing gets lodged up, you got a zip tie here. Well, this zip tie will pop open if you reverse that boat, bring that anchor out just like it went in. And over the last 10 years, we really do got a really good hookup rate and retrieval rate. And it's just a simple little thoughts that went into
a great
the
idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. I was on a trip several years ago, and for the first time I saw how they used a big float on the anchor, and they chased that anchor, and that float, more or less pulled that anchor up. And I still don't understand how you do it, but it was great, because out here, when we go out into the Atlantic, there's about a 3-mile-an-hour current it's part of the Gulf Stream. So we will throw an anchor once in a while, and boy, if that thing gets stuck in the coral, kiss it goodbye.
Oh yeah.
You've got to. It's wedged in there, and what you got with that chain looks like it would work out really, really well. So you've got the different size anchors. Now, the other thing that you have available, I can see you have all sorts of different colors. Do you customize your anchors for orders?
We're working on moving to our new building, and we've actually bought our own powder coat equipment, and then we'll have a lot of flexibility as far as colors. But right now, I do have a company doing all our powder coating for us, and we'll run batches of colors. Our neon colors seem to be the most popular. Our standard anchor color is a hammer coat, and it's actually the strongest color that we have. But the neon colors are real big. I can show you over here. We've got some colors sitting on the shelf, but we can absolutely do any color, but we don't always run batches. And like I said, when we control all our own powder coating, we'll have more flexibility. But I mean, come over here. I mean, we've done some really cool stuff with like Sea Arc boats, and we're working with them, and we can do a Sea Arc anchor for their
cool
amp colors. And naturally, we've done Cap Masters. We've done all sorts of different flukes for different people. So we have a lot of options, but we always usually have some neon green and some neon orange available. But if a person's interested in the color, I always recommend them messaging me first, make sure I have it on hand. Otherwise, the only thing that's really on our website is our standard color.
Great. Now, give me an idea, John. What are we looking at price point wise from your smaller model up to your larger model? Our
prices, at our low end would be $99, and up to our high end, our 20-pound HD is 139. So anywhere between 99 and 139 is where our retail price is.
That's great. It's very reasonable. Very reasonable. Now, I noticed on the last anchor you picked up, there was a little something on the flukes. What exactly was that?
I'll show you. This is something we've been working on for just about a year. It's a disc, and not every condition needs it, but we like to have options for our fellow boaters. And how this works, Glenn, is I'll kind of show you one. This one's set in here, but we have a very aggressive grapple anchor. If you're in a real loose bottom or something, what we've made is a disc that can snap in. It'll basically make this anchor like a mushroom anchor, and it's something that'll fit every style we offer.
Sure.
Whether it's a 16-pound, a 20-pound, or a 10-pound, it'll fit everything we have. So a person don't have to go buy a new anchor to make this fit. It'll go in there, and I kind of show you how they snap on if you want, Glenn.
Sure. No, I'd love to see it.
The easiest way to do it is if your chain's detached. And what this will do is it'll slide right down the shaft. And it's a little bit tricky. We've got little tabs on here. But what I prefer to do is start on one side and just work it around.
Just kind of snap it in there.
Snap it in there. But when we come up with this, we wanted something that wouldn't scratch everything because, everybody likes their colors and they like their anchor to look nice. Not that it's just a boat anchor. But that thing, once it's in there, the pressure is going to keep it in. And
sure.
It just changes the whole dynamic of an anchor. If you're in real loose bottoms or, something that's wanting to drag your anchor, boy, this thing builds up some real estate and it'll hold you in there. So actually, we're really excited. We're really excited about that. Like I said, we've been working on it for about a year, and we'll have them on our website soon. We was in the Catfish Conference here a couple weeks ago, and people was really optimistic and like the idea of it. And they're simple, inexpensive. We might sell 2 packs, but we wanted to find the right material. We got a little flexibility with them. You can bend them.
What kind of material is that?
This is like a HMW. It's actually a food grade material, believe it or not. But the reason for that is it had the flexibility that we needed with the company that helped us come up with it.
Is it a plastic?
It is a plastic.
Okay, so it's not going to scratch the anchor, and it'll be able to snap out, so it's got flexibility. So,
yeah,
well, that's a great item. That's a great item, John.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about it, Glenn. I had a little help with Mr. Meat Hunter Charlie himself coming up with this. He works some different water at his lake cabin, and it's got pea gravel. So we've been working on solutions, and
Charlie's always has a lot of great ideas.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited to get that thing out there. And like I said, we'll probably sell 2 packs of them or single packs. I mean, it ain't something that's going to last you 100 years, but I've got a guide up in North Dakota that uses his every day. And I mean, he still's got his original one, but we'll probably, there's something if you get a year or 2 out of them, great, but they're going to be low cost. I mean, they're going to be under $20 a piece and, affordable. Like I said, not everybody needs it, but the people that are fishing loose or, soft bottoms, they'll appreciate it. I don't know if I'd use it so much in the river, but I dang sure use it on a lake.
Looks like a great item. I think I think it's going to be a big seller. I mean, I see so many uses for that, the application for it. Down here, we've got sandy bottoms, and I can see that being a great item down here. Yeah.
No, it should be a great, I mean, like I said, we've been testing it for quite some time, and we've had really, really good results with it. And it's I think it's a game changer, and, it's something that we can do that not everybody can, and it's just the way our anchors are designed.
Yeah, no. Well, again, John, you do such a great job. You give back so much, to the catfish community, and I'm sure everyone appreciates it, and I know we do. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do today's giveaway, day 4 of the 2021 first annual 12 Days of Christmas. John's got something pretty cool in mind, so stick with us, and we're gonna have some fun here. So hang in there for a couple minutes. We'll be right back.
All right.
The fear of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail, because with the courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
You have a full-time job and you want to be a full-time angler. Don't waste time scouting. You want to catch fish. That's where Garmin comes in. Our mapping with Navionics data lets you see more detail than the fish do. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, and our industry-leading live sonar is so crisp and clear you'll think you jumped in. You're welcome. Now if only we had a powerful, efficient, whisper-quiet trolling motor. Actually, we do. It's called Force. We knew you'd like that. Less time finding, more time catching fish. Only with Garmin.
From cane poles to crappie rods to catfish, B&M continues. B&M continues making memories for over 75 years.
All right, we're back with day 4 of the ACA 12 Days of Christmas. And today we have none other than John Orr with Cat River Anchors. And a special shout out to his camera person, Christy Orr. Wave to us, Christy. Can you reach around and wave? There she is. John, I'm telling you, brother, you got some great stuff there. You got it. Other than that the piece that's going to go in the anchor, you know, your craftsmanship, your quality is so great. Do you have anything else that you're thinking about expanding into and doing?
You know, we're kind of working on. I'll grab it. We've been working with a buddy of mine, Joey, and we've got. He runs down on that Mississippi a lot, but we've been working on the actual Joey anchor, and basically it's the same material as our 20-pound HD.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's kind of like a box anchor, you know. And we've been testing. He's been, you know, certainly that we've been moving some of them, but that's going to be something that's going to be on our website very soon, also. But
so speaking about your website, if somebody's looking for a new Cat River anchor, where do they go?
We go to www.catriverankers.com, and we've got almost all our anchors on there. Like I said, the Joey, we're still working on getting it on there. The disc, they're not on there yet, but very soon that'll be on there. But everything else is on there, ready to go.
Well, terrific. So, John, we're giving back this holiday season. The ACA 12 Days of Christmas. Cat River Anchors, yourself, kind enough to be part of all this. So thank you for that. We're going to draw a name from the ACA membership. It's a long list. And I'm going to, today's day 4. I'm worried once I get to day 12, it'll take a half hour to go through the list. But sure. I'm going to go ahead to random.org and I'm going to mix up these names 4 times, given today is day 4. And there's 2, there's 3, and here we go. We're coming up on 4. Ricky King. Ricky King. I don't know Ricky King. Congratulations, Ricky. Thank you for your support as an ACA valued member. And John, what does Ricky win today?
I'll tell you, Glenn, we'll give him an anchor of his choice in our standard color. And actually, what we'll do to sweeten the deal a little bit, we'll throw a new disc on there too for him to try out. But
man, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. That's great. Very, very generous.
So,
thank you very, very much. So
absolutely.
any great plans for the holiday? You going anywhere? You sticking around? What are you doing?
We're going to be sticking around home. Me and Christy, we push some snow in the wintertime too, and you never know when it's going to fly. So we'll be sticking around home for the holiday.
Well, that's great. You know, I wish you both and your entire family, a wonderful holiday season. John, you're moving into a new facility. When does that happen?
You know, we bought a building a few months ago, and it's a project, Glenn. So I'd like to say I'll be in there in a month, but you know, if it might be 3 months. I'd rather take it slow and do it right. And we've got time to get in there. So.
And you also have some specialty equipment coming in once you get that building in place.
Yep. Like I said, we bought our own powder coat system. So I think that's going to be a huge plus for us. And you know, we're putting a small outdoor shop in there. You know, we've made so many good contacts, and we might do a small little outdoor shop in the front, and it'll be nice when it's all done. But right now it's just a money pit, Glenn. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, any business is when you're starting up. I know that for a fact. It just it seems to all go in and it doesn't come out. Sure. But you're doing it right. You're doing it right. You know, I mentioned this to Nate. You know, I know Nate. It's been about 5 years since I've known Nate, and Tackle Bandit has grown, and I love seeing success. Absolutely love it, and I think what you're doing is fantastic. And so, you know, to the catfish world, to really anybody that's out there with a boat, if you need an anchor, get a hold of Cat River Anchors, John and Christy, and get something that is really, really good quality product. John, we want to thank you again for your support to the ACA.
Thank you.
Great products. And again, we wish you and your family a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas.
All right. And Merry Christmas to you and everybody watching.
Thank you. All right. Well, stay tuned tomorrow, day 5. We've got some more great stuff to give away. By the way, along with the Cat River Anchors, you're going to get a rig wrap value pack and a Merry Fishman stocking that's behind me. So we've got all sorts of goodies we're throwing into these, you know, on a daily basis. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I should grow a beard. I feel like Santa Claus. John, thanks again. Everybody, tune in the same time tomorrow. We're going to be doing this for the next few days. It's going to take us right through next Sunday. And I think that following Monday, we're going to have the grand prize drawing. So if you're not an ACA member, get over to jointheaca.com, get your membership, help support the sport of catfishing, and let's grow this all together. So good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night. John, thanks again.
All right, thank you.